Hey guys, this video is over 10 minutes long, but I just wanted to come and encourage everybody to watch the video until the very end because I do think there are tons of helpful tips in this video and you don't want to miss one. What's up, cousins? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, you guys picked a very good day to tune in. If you are somebody who is a social media influencer, aspiring influencer, YouTuber, Instagram, whatever it is that you want to do on social media, although I think you should be utilizing every single platform, every single one of them, but that's another influencer talk for a different day. So before we get started with this video, if you are interested in content like this, I talk about things like this over on my Instagram all the time. So make sure that you are following me over on Instagram for like daily tidbits and tea. And also subscribe to my channel here. Obviously, become my cousin. Turn your notifications on because you never know when another good gem like this will drop. So let's just jump right into the video. So I was inspired to make this video by another YouTuber by the name of Kimberly Sherrill over here on YouTube and Instagram. I'm sure you know who she is. And if you don't, now you will. So, and it made me really want to like expand upon it because I have been thinking about this and feeling this way and wanted to kind of articulate it for a very long time, and this just gave me the motivation to do it. So I don't even really know how to start this video, how to phrase it, because I don't want to step on anyone's toes, but I'm just going to keep it 100% real with y'all. With the blow up situation of YouTube and social media influencers and sponsorships and ads and paid promotions and all that, it's like obviously people are understanding that this is a very lucrative field. I mean, let's be honest, everybody wants to work with brands. Everybody wants the PR packages. Everybody wants the free stuff, and not only the free stuff, but you know, a step further than that, being paid to do what essentially you would do anyway, which is do your hair. Companies at this point are realizing that influencers are the easier, cheaper, and way more bang for your buck if you do pay marketing strategy than it is like the old school doing commercials and running ad campaigns and, you know, billboards. Like, they still do things like that, but by far and large, especially natural hair and like beauty and makeup companies are putting way more of their marketing strategies, focus, and dollars into influencer marketing, which means getting their product in as many influencers' hands as quickly as possible and getting you to promote their brand for you. You're first getting into this influencer business and you start to notice that your, you know, following is growing. Automatically, the first thing that usually starts to happen is that brands start to contact you. They'll hop in your emails, they'll tell you how much they love your brand, how much they love your channel, whoop-de-whoop, yada yada yada. Can we send you these products in exchange for a video, a content, a picture, a post, whatever? And the biggest mistake that I am noticing that small and newer influencers are making is that you are saying yes to every single brand that comes into your inbox. You are saying yes to every time a brand that you know, a brand that has clout, a brand that may be your favorite, you know, before you started doing this professionally or as a job. You know, a brand that's a good look can lure you in, you know, to promoting for their brand and doing all this, you know, heavy sponsored content and essentially loading down and saturating your page, your channel, your brand with theirs. Even if they paid you well, like good, it is not worth it in the end, in the beginning, to let one brand or a ton of brands oversaturate your content so much that now you aren't, you know, a content creator, you're a spokesperson. So a lot of people will get really frustrated in the beginning. They're starting to see all this growth in their channel, and then they're working with brands, and all of a sudden it feels like their likes drop off. It feels like nobody is seeing their pictures anymore. It feels like stagnant. You really can't get, you know, over that peak. And a lot of times when I see influencers say that, or you know, that tends to happen to an influencer, if you go and look at their page, you will notice that their page is heavily curated, heavily sponsored, heavily, you know, saturated with either one brand or a lot of different brands. And that can really be personal brand suicide for different reasons under both of those situations. One of the worst things you can do, you know, going into this whole influencer game is not have an end goal, not have it's some kind of, I mean, obviously you're not going to know exactly where you want to go. You like, the sky is the limit, but you need to have some sort of vision, plan, path for the direction. You need to at least know what direction, what kind of influencer do you want to be. That's why I was so stressed, and I really wanted to stress to you guys about, like, you know, taking the hair off of Hair Mary and really making the brand about myself, because for me personally, you know, I want myself to be my brand. I don't want, you know, just my hair to be my brand, or just, you know, one thing about me to be my brand. I really want to, you know, just make myself my brand, and then, you know, my specialty is beauty and hair related topics. But if you look at your page, at your content, at your YouTube channel, and pretty much all your content is centered around sponsorships or promoting for a brand, like this video is promoted for this brand, this video is promoted for that brand, it's just a list, scroll, 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 nothing but promotions for other brands. What has happened is you have changed your brand from being about, this is, you know, my brand, and I want you guys to invest in me and get to know me, and, you know, make it about yourself as a whole, into I am a influencer who creates curated content, and if you are interested in, you know, finding out about this sponsored content, then that's what you come to my channel for. Which I'm not saying that either one of those are a bad thing. You know, there are people who that's the direction that they want to take their page, and that is okay. It's like people seem to feel like people have jobs that are just jobs all the time. Like a lot of people watching this video, you know, you may have a job that's just your job. So I can't, you know what I'm saying, fault an influencer for doing that. Like, you're good at it, you're good at creating content, you're good at creating quality commercial style content, and brands pay you well. You figured out how to get paid your worth. Again, that's another video, because if you're doing all this and they're egregiously underpaying you, then you playing yourself. If you have decided, you know, I'm being paid my worth, and, you know, I am more of like the graphic design type person, and I really just want to just get paid for my work, that is fine. There's plenty of people out there who do it. But if you are finding yourself getting, you know, discouraged and not understanding why maybe like people are not, you know, interacting and engaging with you as much underneath your content, it's because you have not made it about you. You've made it about that brand. So people are not going to comment. People are not going to engage with you. You know, they're going to look at your content for what it is, which is commercials. Different ways to approach it, you know what I'm saying? But if you look at your page and you start to realize, like, okay, I want people to be invested in me, but I really haven't even given any of me in these videos, there you go. Like I said, I talk about this more so in my Instagram and my daily stories and things like that, where a lot of brands will get you is with these whole ambassadorships and ambassador programs, and, you know, hey, can you ambassador for us for us? We would love for you to be our brand ambassador for 6 months, and we'll pay you XYZ. And you're like, that is awesome. I'm being paid my worth. Sure, I'll be your brand ambassador. It's a good look. I'm, you know, always being seen with these products. I get these good products. But what you aren't realizing is, even if they paid you your worth, some companies have, you know, clauses in their contracts where while you're our brand ambassador, you can't work with any of our competitors. So yeah, they paid you that, but you're still missing out on the thousands of dollars that you could have been making. Also, there are, you know, situations and stipulations in their contract where it's like, hey, you have to post for us or post a video for us 4 times this month. And at the grand scheme of things, it's like, well, 4 times a month really ain't nothing. It's 30 days in a month. They only want 4 videos from me this month. It's not that bad. But when you really get into it and you get in the meat of having to like deliver what you agreed to in that contract, you start to realize, like, dang, 4 videos on one brand in 1 month is excessive, or when you are on video, you know, 3 or 4 and you're realizing that you've run out of things to talk about this brand because you covered everything in the first 2 videos. Video 1, all your followers, all your supporters like, oh yeah, girl, we love that product, you know, they amping, you know, amping. Video 2, the people who were in the comments of video 1 are cut in half, if not more. By video 3, you're noticing, dang, you know, maybe I am like shoving this too much in their face, and the engagement is lower and lower and lower, because it's like, okay, it's starting to seem less and less authentic, less and less about you, and more about you just shoving commercials for this brand down their throats because you got paid for it. Like, you're not really considering if they even want to see that video. You're not considering your consumer, you're not considering your supporters. Like, did they ask you for this? A lot of influencers, and they will tell you this themselves once they get out of that. I have been in situations in the very beginning like that where I promised a certain amount of content to, you know, a particular brand, and then, you know, after I get into delivering, it's like, this is too much. So before you get into these situations, it's just really important to not only look at exactly what is expected of you. Don't just look at what you're being paid to do it. Look at what's really expected of you and picture what that is going to look like to your supporters over that period of time. Like, look at it from their point of view. Would you still be interested, no matter how good the quality is, no matter how, you know, commercialized or how defined your curls are in that video? Would you want to see that content from you? Like, and as I close this video, I do just want to say that that is one of the biggest mistakes that I personally had made with my own brand. Good this video looks and the quality of this video, and just being really anal and really picky. That's just something, you know, about me and how I feel about my content. Being really anal and really picky about making the video perfect and making it, you know, commercialized and making it, you know, good enough to be a commercial for that brand. Like, when I'm delivering content to this brand, like, you get really caught up in making sure that it looks perfect, and not to mention, you know, like the comments that you get in the comment section from, you know, just negative people. Just always wanted to strive for a level of perfection that from a, you know, follower, supporter, regular person standpoint, it's like, it's not relatable, it's not realistic. People want to get on here and see the real you. Like, they want to see something relatable. Yes, still deliver good content, quality content. Don't put no mess out if you can help it, you know. Invest in that aspect of it, but still, you know what I'm saying, don't be so focused on creating commercial level content, again, focused on the brands, focused on what you have to deliver for them, that you forget to focus on, you know, the people that you're really doing it for, and the end goal, like making it about you and relatable, and, you know, inspiring people in a authentic, relatable way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it gave you at least a new or different kind of perspective. The real take home is, don't be letting these folks get over on you out here, okay? So that's the end of this video. I never really know how to end these videos. It's just always really awkward at the end because I just run out of things to talk about.